anyone makes fun of my scars, who cares? They're pretty rad. I am going to officially start my series about me things. I don't know what to call it yet. Living life as your average girl with complete heart block. I am kind of impromptu filming this, and I don't really have an area to film yet, which is why we're just kind of in a dorm room here. So I don't really know what I'm gonna say. I haven't written anything down. Maybe I should do that. I'll do that really fast. So I figured I would start out by introducing myself. So my name is Jessica. I am creating this channel because I have complete heart block. So basically, my right ventricle does not communicate with the rest of my heart, and therefore I have a pacemaker implanted. Insert picture of scar here. Scars, multiple. I have a scar right here on my chest, right here in the middle, which I probably won't take a picture of because, like, kind of raunch. I have a scar on my abdomen down here. I have a huge scar, and they went in multiple times for surgeries to change the battery and leads and all that. I have lived my life just kind of going day to day. I run into struggles. I can do everything that anyone else can do. I just sometimes have to do it in a different way. Figuring out that, different way wasn't always the easiest thing to do for me. Normally when you hear, I have a pacemaker, it's an old person. I understand that they just need a pacemaker to keep zapping them, keep them going. I have the heart of an 80-year-old woman. That being said, I never really found any guide. The internet wasn't really as big of a thing when I was a kid as it is now. I never had anyone to show me the ropes. That made me who I am, and I know that made me a really strong person, really resourceful, and I figure things out. And if, someone tells me I can't, I figure out a way to do it, even though they tell me I can't, I know I can. My inspiration for doing this, wow, there's so much, honestly. This has been the passion of my entire life. Every day I not deal with it. I don't want to say that because that kind of has a negative connotation, and I definitely do not think my heart condition is any way negative to who I am. When I was in 4th grade, I was introduced to pacemaker camp, a place where younger people with my heart condition or similar heart conditions that have, a pacemaker, ICD, defibrillator, all come together for a weekend at this beautiful camp. It's the most magical thing I've ever experienced. I never felt included really in certain activities like sports. It was harder for me to do. That was hard to deal with. I'm not even gonna lie. I learned my limits over the years, and now I'm very passionate about art and drama and music. Everything art is my life. I'm kind of scattered in this video. After going to pacemaker camp year after year, a weekend every year seems like, nothing. It seems like you wouldn't even get to know them. The people that I know from there are some of the people that are near and dearest to my heart. I love them so much, and all the kids that I get to meet there are so amazing. It really did change everything. I went from being a kid who felt that they were the only kid in the world with this heart condition, the only kid who couldn't run a lap as fast as their friend. Being at pacemaker camp, we all did crafts and we did sports, and we all did it at our own pace, and we understood each other. And if someone was having a problem, there was a whole community understanding and accepting. I always think about how it's this heart disease. It's not discriminatory. And that may sound really weird, but it can go to anyone, of any race, of any religion, any sexuality, anything. It sounds negative, but it's actually really beautiful. And we're all together. We share this one common thing. And although it's a heart condition, like it's a weird thing to go to camp for, we all share the same struggles and pains and strengths, and it's just so beautiful. It's the thing that when I talk about, like, my eyes light up, and I can start crying when I talk about it sometime. I'm really surprised I haven't yet. It's the most wonderful thing in the whole world to me. Anyway, now that I've rambled about pacemaker camp long enough, if any of my friends are watching this, they're laughing right now because of how much I talk about pacemaker camp and how weird it is. But I love it with all my heart, all my non-working heart. That being said, there's a lot of kids that, they can't fly from wherever they are to go to pacemaker camp. And what really inspired me to do this video today is because I just had an appointment. I had some inflammation around one of my scars and I just wanted to check it out. I just went for an ultrasound and an x-ray, and those are things that other people might be watching this and be like, what's that? Like, how can you get fluid around your scar and excess scar tissue, and how does that affect you in everyday life? I have the most wonderful friends. They really do understand, and they try their hardest to get everything I'm saying and to help me when I'm struggling, and some people don't have that. I'm very lucky. When I was younger, it wasn't easy, and I didn't always feel this way. I didn't always think that having a heart condition was a beautiful thing. I didn't always love my scars. It's made me who I am, and I didn't always understand that. I'd love to tell my story. If anyone is interested, then I would love to help them too. Can't afford to come all the way over to Cape Cod, Massachusetts in the US. That's okay. I just want an online community, and we can all relate and talk to each other. And people who without this heart condition or with other conditions and any other invisible illness, you don't know that someone is struggling with this. Really hard to live with. You can't really see it unless you see my scar, which God knows what people think it's from, and cause all different sorts of problems because people can think lying, because they think, oh, there's a healthy, able-bodied person who does everyday things and goes to school and has a job and all of that. So how can they be hurting? How can they have chronic pain? There's a certain thing about invisible illness that people don't always accept. And I just want to change that. Regardless if 2 people watch this, if like 1,000 people watch this, that would be amazing. But if it changes the perspective of anyone, that's my goal. I just want people to start to understand that no matter what it might be, you need to be respectful of everyone, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what, emotional struggle, what physical struggle, medical struggle, anything they're going through. This condition has definitely helped me realize that. There was really bad times in my life due to this, but right now I'm so happy in my life. My favorite quality, I would say, about myself is the strength that I have because of this. And right now I've almost been talking about pacemaker camp and my heart condition for 20 minutes, which if you know me is not out of the blue. What do I want to do with this channel? I want to inspire. I want to educate and inform people on what's going on, not just with my illness, but with other people. I think I'm gonna do like vlogs and just the life and struggles of someone living with an invisible illness. Well, anything. Just a college student. If you relate in the way of you're a college student, then awesome. Or adult or elderly person could watch these and relate. And that's the goal here, Just bring everyone together. It's everyday life of dealing with this. That's pretty much it. I'm also recently been going on this workout journey, and for most of my life it's been really hard to work out, to do cardio, to do strengthening, and it's not been easy. And if I can help anyone, if I can inspire or inform, educate anyone, that's my goal. This is just introducing me, Nick Jonas. Me introducing my story, my channel, and there's so much for me to tell. I'm 19 years old, but I've experienced a lot. I know that people that are going through illnesses like this have experienced a lot of stuff. I am currently enrolled in school. My major is expressive arts therapy. There's a whole story of why I want to do that. Any video ideas, just comment them. I have a lot. I have a lot in my head that I want to finally share, and so much built up inside me over all these years that I want to share. Workouts to accommodate people that can't get their heart rate over 180 BPM like me. I would go through me being made fun of. Such a weird topic for me now because I'm so confident in this and I don't really give if anyone makes fun of my scars or my heart condition. who cares? They're pretty rad. If you're interested in any of that, I think that's a really essential part of my story. I'm in a good enough place where I can make that video. Please subscribe to my channel. That sounds so weird. Like, comment, all of that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know how to set this up right now. I'm sitting on my Starbucks cup right now, so something just happened with my throat. Hold on. Theme is green today. Wow.